right, everyone, and welcome back once again. I am Steve. This is Jess, and that is Zach. Say hi, Zach.
Yeah, hello.
All right, and we are the Tourney Junkies. Our site is tourneyjunkies.com for those who do not know. So after the video, or during the video, whatever, head to the site, vote, read over it, explore, enjoy yourself. That all being said, all the formalities underway first. Going to get started on with the results from last week. So on the hero side of things, it was the Ice Queen Elsa from the Disney's Frozen against the slacker zombie killer Shaun from Edgar Wright's Shaun of the Dead. And this one really wasn't much of a contest, really, in terms of the actual match or in terms of the votes, kind of reflected it too. But yeah, Elsa wins. She easily beat Shaun, so that was simple. So Elsa advances, and on the villain side of things, it was between the reason for more clown phobias than anyone else, than any other character in this creature in the world, Pennywise from It, particularly the miniseries from the late 90s, against the info broker Isaiah Orihara from the anime series Durarara. And this one was closer. This one came down pretty close, but in the end, Pennywise did squeak it out.
It was a tie, wasn't it?
Didn't look a tie, which is weird. I did not think people would vote for Isaiah. I know you did, Zach, but that one.
Yeah, I did. I was the last vote, and I was like, "Oh, cool, it's tied." And I was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, but tiebreaker.
Both works is just simply whichever two of us went for one, because it's the easiest way of tiebreakering.
That's the one time. It's the first time actually that you have been on the opposite side. Both of us.
That's not true. Wait, no, you're right. It is.
Jess was the first, but I've had it the most. I've done it, I think, 3 times. Been the odd one out, voting for something that y'all both voted against.
Wait, who was Jess's?
Jess voted for Ash, remember?
Oh yeah.
And you and I voted for Marsden. So yeah. She reminded me of that once. I was like, man, no one else ever gets it with me. She's like, I had it first, blah, blah, blah. Oh.
Then you had Dracula and...
I voted for Darth Vader. I voted for Airstar, and there was another one that I voted for that lost.
The last one's more recent, right? It's the most recent one of the 3, I thought.
I thought Dracula was the most recent one.
Oh, so it hasn't happened in a while.
Yeah, it hasn't happened in a while. Like, we've been pretty well in agreement until last week.
Yeah, and then there was the Cat in the Hat one that we had to do a tiebreaker, but we all agreed, so it was really easy for that tiebreaker.
We had a lot of votes that time for some reason.
Wasn't the Flash from the tiebreaker?
Huh?
Wasn't the Flash Superman match? Wasn't that a tiebreaker?
Almost was. But
yeah, I would have lost on that one too. But
the Cat in the Hat week. That week, both matches were tiebreakers. That was the first tiebreaker. Remember, we discussed what would we do for a tiebreaker because we were worried that Flash and Superman were going to tie. And it ended up being a far stupider match than tie. So yeah.
Irish. Don't call our matches stupid.
It was simple though. Come on, man. Cat in the Hat and Sebastian. That was not a contest. All right. Anyway. Done was last week. This week. And, so here's match, as we always do. Here's match.
It's Peter Venkman from the Ghostbusters versus the Thing from the Fantastic Four. And the amusement park. And they have bios and
And I guess I should get started and tell you guys about these two because they are both mine. Peter Venkman. Dr. Peter Venkman, because he has two PhDs, is the leader and really well-known, most popular Ghostbuster. He is honestly a bit of a slacker. Doesn't use his full potential very often at all. Also a bit of a creep. as far as it comes to women. Really. We would consider him this day and age maybe even a sexual predator. But still, it's the 80s, different time. Anyway, he is still incredibly intelligent and tends to be able to talk his way out of most situations. He is also, no real powers. He's a normal human on the intelligent side. No real other enhanced stats beyond that. However, he's also going to be bringing his equipment, his proton pack, which, as they refer to it in the movie, it's like an unlicensed nuclear reactor. Just carried on the back and connected to a wand that shoots a laser beam out. Used primarily in the movies to beat ghosts, but it also can catch other things on fire and explode other things. So it works. And he also brings
Does it ever affect
ghost.
humans?
Huh?
Does it ever affect humans in the movies at all?
No, because it's a comedy. I don't think they want to show somebody like burning alive.
Some comedies do.
Some do. Agreed. But I'd imagine if it can burn wood and such like that, it could probably burn someone.
Yeah.
He also brings a ghost trap, which is a little box that he can throw out, and it shoots a light that will suck in ghosts and trap them in this box. Yeah. Against the right opponent, he could be amazing, easily beat. Now, on the flip side of that is his opponent, who is not the right opponent. The Thing, Benjamin Grimm, based on Yancey Street, New York City, but he worked his way up through, played football in high school, got a scholarship to Empire State University, where he met up with Reed Richards and roomed with him. He majored in engineering and became a pilot, and he had made Reed a promise that whenever Reed developed his rocket, that Ben would fly with him. And so that happens. There's the rocket, and the rocket is set to launch, but the government cancels it. So Reed, along with Ben, and along with Reed's fiancée Sue, and Sue's little brother Johnny, all sneak aboard this rocket and launch it anyway. Kind of a dumb move for the smartest person in the whole universe. So they shoot themselves into space, and it turns out that the rocket is not shielded enough. And so the cosmic radiation hits all four of them, causes the rocket to crash back to Earth, and gives all four of them special powers. The one we're interested here is Ben, who it makes his skin orange and rocky. And so basically he's a superhero. He's a protector. What he's in it for. He would like to go back to his human form, but primarily he protects the innocent and beats the bad guys. But he does. Ben is incredibly strong. There is a short list of people in the Marvel Universe who are stronger than him. So he's definitely far into the superhuman. Same with durability. Very few things can even hurt him. Bulletproof, even armor-piercing bullets don't do anything. He's fireproof, effectively. He's just he's basically armored. So his endurance is incredibly high. His agility and speed are actually surprisingly high for a rock monster. You wouldn't think they'd move very well, but he can move and jump pretty well. His intelligence is, he's still above average. He's just normally overshadowed because he's on a team with Reed Richards. Anyone looks dumb next to Reed Richards. So he's still that. Got a very high willpower. He doesn't ever give up, doesn't ever break. No real energy or magic or mental abilities here. But his fighting skills are toward the top in his universe. He's one of the best fighters. It's the Contest of Champions. I would advise you to look at it if you doubt my assessment there. Because he wins the Contest of Champions. Which is where they have
is that
wrestling
actually
matches.
Fighting skills, though, or is it just because he's big and has a lot of damaging punches made of rocks?
Still. But he beats people like Thor and Hulk in that. Because it's about...
Really?
Yes, it's about more of a fighting ability as opposed to just punching things and jumping on them. Or
Fair
throwing a
enough.
hammer. So, yeah. And Thing doesn't need to bring any weapons because he never uses them. Thing has advanced stamina over normal people. Go a lot longer. His lungs have a greater capacity than most people, which is something.
Wait, Thing still has to breathe?
Yes, he still has lungs underneath the rocks. I think also even his eyes are rocks. So his eyes are protected too. So he has no real weak spot on the outside. So that's them too. Easy enough. So yes, we'll go to you. How do you think this one will go first?
I don't really think that Peter Venkman is going to have a chance. I mean, the things help beat a lot more powerful people than just normal humans. I know his weapon, but still. I don't think.
I mean, yeah, but it's not the cosmic control rod or something. He's not an alchemist. Totally minor.
I think the thing wins.
Well, use that. What you say?
I mean, it's not even strong enough to kill the giant marshmallow man by itself, right? It takes like 4 of them and crossing and all that.
Exactly.
And that's a marshmallow. Like,
It's marshmallow.
something that campfires can take care of pretty easily. But
I think I find interesting. There was a similarity that I never noticed between these two. They are both New Yorkers that are famous for being in a team of 4. It's cool. I didn't think that until.
that's true.
Well, my vote is simple. Along with y'all, I agree.
On a side note, is there any good ghosts actually in our tournament that Peter Venkman could have gotten lucky against?
I don't know.
I don't think Casper's in our tournament, and I can't think of any other good ghosts.
I think of any either. If he would have been fighting in Hans Landa's place, he would have won.
Yeah? There's a real chance of that.
I think so. I think that Venkman gets clobbered, though. Pretty simple.
I mean, Casper should have been in our tournament.
Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of people now that you can look back on, but we didn't have, we did as many iconic ones as we could, and we didn't go as old school.
But after not finding a transparent of Hans Landa, I'm salty about his existence.
We need more movie villains. He's a very,
Very Casper transparent.
All right, so yes, we all agree that he's able to beat Venkman. I mean, the map doesn't even matter. The bios don't really even matter. Comes down to it. All right, so just tell us the villains match.
The villains match is Blinky from Pac-Man versus Hans Landa from Inglourious Basterds. It's in the battlefield, and Blinky has 1 hour advantage.
No chase people around the battlefield. Okay, so I guess it's you then. I'll go ahead and go over Landa first then. Hans Landa is what really amounts to, I think, a colonel, that they always act like. I'm not sure the exact German rank. I have it written in the bio, but I don't remember it. But he is basically a colonel in the Austrian SS. He is nicknamed the Jew Hunter because he is the most feared hunter. He's the most feared SS officer for Jews that are in hiding. He finds more of them and sniffs them out and sends them to the concentration camps. He claims this because he can think like a Jew. So he thinks more like what they can do. So he becomes a very good detective, very smart, very observant. He's very scary and adult. Most villains seem to be kind of oblivious, but he is honestly his detective level is, as I said in my bio, up to almost the level of Sherlock Holmes or Batman. He can crack a lot of things, and any little thing can be a clue. It's hard to get anything over. Still is a normal human. Not got really any amazing stats. Like I said, he's intelligent. His intelligence and wisdom is pretty high, but not superhuman stuff. Basically, he's in it for himself. He's not really like that attached to Nazi ideals. He doesn't really believe all that much. He just cares about fame and prestige. He likes the fact that he is feared as a Nazi. At the moment that things start going with where he thinks that he can do something else, he would turn on the Nazis himself. So, easy enough there. He will be bringing his Walther pistol, which is an incredible shot with. So that's something. But other than that, what did you talk about? Not really like an amazing fighter or anything like that. He's just very good. All right, you tell us about his opponent.
Blinky is from Pac-Man, and he's the red ghost. He's the leader of the ghost, and he's aggressive. He's often known as the Shadow because he just chases Pac-Man constantly.
That makes sense. I always wondered why he was called Shadow.
Because he's always on you. Like the other ones do their different thing, but he's the one that's always constantly following you, pushing you.
Yeah, but they don't have names that go with their play style, do they? One's name's like Clyde. No, Clyde's his real name. What's his fake name? I don't remember.
The Clyde's whole deal is that it's random. He moves at random.
Is it Doug? Might be Doug. I don't remember. It's something. It's still a pretty basic name, if I remember right. But
Well, his mission, I guess, is just to destroy Pac-Man.
I thought it was just to pick the power pellets.
Or that.
I mean, like, come on, man. This yellow pizza thing comes in and starts eating all your stuff. What else are you going to do? You're going to get it and kick it out.
Right?
Get out of your
he's a
hands.
pot, not a pizza. But
He was inspired. His creation was inspired because of the pizza, allegedly. The piece missing.
what? His name was Pac-Man at one point.
Please stop. Don't calm down. The legend goes is that the idea, like, for his shape was inspired because they were sitting around eating pizza and they were looking at this pizza with one piece missing and they're like, oh, awesome. Perfect.
Typically, that means that it's a plain pizza, which is awful. No toppings at all, or else he'd have dots on him, at least eyeballs, like pepperoni eyes. Then I would believe maybe he was a pizza.
All right, continue. Sorry.
As for his stats, I would say most of them are average, but it's hard to say because he doesn't really do a whole lot. I mean, his speed is above average because he gets faster and faster as it goes on.
If you've ever played a high level of Pac-Man, you know how fast he is. How fast he can mess things up for you. Yeah.
Durability, I would say above average. I guess, unless the opponent has a power pellet, then he's like weak. But other than that,
Who would have a power pellet? Who just has one of those? What are they? Like, anyone have a hazard or educated guess on what a power pellet actually is?
I've never heard any theories that make the right outcome.
I don't know.
Let's see.
So basically, maybe he's kind of invincible to a point. I mean, I guess it depends. If, like, you can't really hurt him unless you're really powerful, I guess.
Yeah, I guess I'd probably be close to like the level of any ghost, really. Ghosts are normally pretty durable.
Yeah, like, normally you can't shoot a ghost in the face and expect him to die. It takes strong energy, normally strong energy abilities to weaken a ghost.
That's not what power pellets are. They're probably just like electrically charged Pac-Man or something. I don't know.
Something like that, yeah, they power him up. Like a little Super Saiyan, basically.
Anyway, after the opponent consumes enough power pellets or pack dots, or the longer you're going, the longer the match goes, the faster he gets. He goes into Cruise Elroy and goes really fast.
Stuff I know that means. But well, he does get an hour advantage, so does that make him faster? He's just sitting there
I think
moving
so.
around, getting an hour.
I think he would be going super fast already.
An hour-long Pac-Man game, that'd be terrible.
Right?
And he can go constantly. It's like,
Oh, yeah, his stamina is amazing.
It doesn't matter. He doesn't get tired. So his only weaknesses would be like the power pellet, because then he'll run away and can be eaten easily.
Someone say tunnel vision, but someone say his tunnel vision's a weakness.
Yeah.
Yes.
He does exclusively chase right on people, so it would be easy to lure him into a trap if you had one.
If you were Peter Venkman, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost, yeah.
I guess that's about it.
All right. Okay, Zach, how does this one go?
And this one's in the battlefield, right?
Yes.
Bullets and stuff. Which battlefield is this, by the way?
What do you mean?
Is it like, are Nazis involved? Does he get like a team boost for it, or?
I think we're doing Nazis involved. Is
it even like old school warfare, or is it like an alien war? By the way, we never discussed that before.
I never thought of it as an alien war. I'm thinking like still World War II era, probably.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Like with machine guns and mortars and all that.
They're not Nazis?
But not Nazis. Well, not Nazis that are on his side.
How are Nazis not on his side? Isn't he a Nazi?
What do you think the
Is
whole
Nazi factions?
I would say the two sides are non-specific. They're just
generic armies.
Yeah.
Generic armies, man. Can't get outside help. More NPCs. I don't know if there is actually people. It may just be guns.
Why would there not be people? Guns don't shoot themselves.
Yes, I know there are. But the people aren't the important thing about the NPCs. It's the guns. Explosions.
Well, people are shooting you down.
I'm aware of this. I know guns don't shoot themselves. Okay. So, Zach, what do you think?
Either way, regardless, I don't really imagine there's much of a way that Blinky loses. I don't know. I mean, the Nazis did like magic and stuff. Maybe they have something that takes care of ghosts. I don't know. But outside of that, Blinky, pretty sure my vote. Almost definitely.
Agreed.
I agree.
My vote right here. So, yeah, easy enough. Yeah, I think that's weird for an old school video game character. Like how much chance did Cuba have, honestly? None.
Fair, but Cubert's really awful. Pac-Man will have that same chance, probably. Pac-Man's not very strong by himself.
What about Dig Dug? You think he'll have a chance?
He's a man with a bike pump. Like,
That explodes anything after like 4 pumps. A dragon.
It explodes balloons and dragons, which may also be balloons.
It explodes dragons, though. The fact, like, if I could shoot a bike pump,
so it can't work on anything.
it can't work on dirt or rocks, but it works on living creatures.
Would you call a Pookie a living creature? It's a balloon.
I'm pretty sure Puka is alive. It moves. It comes after you and then runs cowardly when it's the last one. It's a living
Who does
creature.
Dig Dug fight? Is Dig Dug even in this tournament? I don't remember.
Dig Dug is.
He is? Dig Dug's in this tournament, but not Pac-Man? Or are both of them in it?
Both are.
Wow.
Yeah, they're both in it.
That was like one from each franchise.
No, we did both because we felt that there's not really a Dig Dug character or a Cubert character who are iconic enough to get in the villain section, but we figured in Pac-Man's case, Monkey was like,
Fair enough.
yeah. Easy enough, though. I mean, those matches came down to pretty simple. I agree with it. Thing and Blinky. the ones. Those are our winners right there.
What you're saying is that Dig Dug couldn't beat Fiend, no matter what, right? Dig Dug wouldn't be able to do anything besides to get squished.
Right? I mean, I don't know. We'll discuss Dig Dug and Dig Dug's match. That's all
Does he
we
fight?
got.
You remember?
Yes, Custer, actually.
Who?
Jesse Custer, the preacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that should be fun. But that's not next week's match. So, first off, we will,
That match isn't for months, right?
I don't know, maybe. Been done, so it's probably, I think it's actually like this month. Or July, I mean. Anyway, whether you agree or disagree with our findings for these matches, head over to the blog, TourneyJunkies.com, read up on the bios, head to our portal, buy stuff, check out our brackets, vote, for sure, vote. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus. Do you have anything else that they can follow us on? You can also subscribe to the blog. YouTube, yes. Subscribe to
Yeah,
our
YouTube
channel.
Subscribe, like, notification squad, all that stuff.
Yeah. You know the game. Okay, anyway, we'll go ahead and give you a preview for next week's matches. On the hero side of things, it is going to be between Chief Brody from Jaws and Scott Pilgrim from Scott Pilgrim Comics. Comic manga series. American manga. So that should be good. And then on the villain side of things, it is between Hans Gruber from Die Hard and Gru from the Despicable Me movies.
Gru versus Gruber. Okay.
What?
Who has Gru?
Zach's is Gru.
I was like, I haven't seen any of those.
Yeah, but it's because Zach took it, and we don't have to watch Despicable Me now.
We already watched them all from when we did our Minions match before we got outside help. So I already watched the third one's on Netflix now, so I can watch that. That'll be good. I don't know if Gru's in the third one. Probably.
Gru is in the third one, yes. So you probably should watch that. But mine's already written, and Jess has hers already written those too, so hopefully it should be good. Anyway, these current matches end tomorrow night at midnight, and that is when the new matches will come up. So make sure to vote before then. And then we will be back with another video on Saturday. And it's going to be at 7:30, just like this one was. And anything else you want to discuss with people?
I don't think so.
Yeah, that'd be good. So, like I said, add to the blog and vote and help us determine who would win.